All right, so this is Forge Fire Games, and we are going to be demoing the new game, Magical Forge. All right, now, just a few checks before we get started. Each card is each deck is 30 cards. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. And now let's get started. Now, it is polite to offer the cut to your opponent. So would you like to cut my decks?
Well, I can't really do it virtually, but we'll say I did.
Okay, I'll just do it like this.
All right.
All right, and that's my normal deck, and here's my spell deck. All right, go ahead and cut your decks. I mean, I trust you, but like,
For the formalities, would you like to cut my deck, or would you like me to cut my deck for you?
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
That was my regular deck, and here is my spell deck.
All right. Then we will set our decks aside to the side of the field, and we can designate each a spot to put our discarded cards. Mine will be somewhere in the range of over here.
All right. I'm just going to put mine right next to them, right next to their respective decks.
Okay. Awesome. Now, as a note, spell cards are not discarded. They are shuffled back into the spell deck. If a spell is discarded from after being in play, you take it, you put it on top of the spell deck, and then you cut the spell deck.
All right.
That way you can never run out of spells to use. Okay, so we are each starting with 15 life points. I have 15 life points. You have 15 life points. And so let's begin. How would you like to start today?
What are my options?
You can roll a dice. You can play rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, to choose who starts first? Here, I'll roll a die. I just have a 6-sided die. If it comes out odd, the Forge Fire Games will play first. If it comes out even, Forge Fire Playtester will play first.
Awesome.
All right, the roll is 3. So I believe that means Forge Fire Games will take the first turn.
Awesome. So, the first turn play is that I draw 3 cards from my normal deck that is not my spell deck, and I draw a number of spell cards equal to the number of creatures that I drew. In this case, I drew 1 creature, so I will draw 1 card. Well, this is not a super great hand. Let's see. I will immediately pass my turn.
All right. Question for Forge Fire Games. On your first turn, if you do play on creatures, can you immediately attack?
Yes. As long as you do not go first, you may immediately attack. The player who goes first cannot attack.
Okay. So I may attack on my turn, but he who went first, so if you had any creatures, you could not have attacked.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much. I shall draw 3 cards from my normal deck. I drew 2 creatures, so I will draw 2 spell cards.
Awesome.
I am going to play down 2 creatures.
Okay. Just as a note, I cannot see what creatures you are playing, so if you could announce their names, that would be awesome.
Thank you very much. I played Flamu, the Swift River, and a Rushing Life Flow.
Awesome.
Am I pronouncing that right? Flamu?
Flamu.
Yeah. Flamu. Flamu has an ability, River's Countenance. Pay 1 spell card when this creature is put into play. Each ambassador of the lava field in play has no ability while the card is in play. Each water or magic type creature may attack twice per turn while this card is in play. I'll hold that up for the camera to see. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to read that in detail.
Yep. No, I've got one in my hand right now.
All right. So I must pay a spell. Should I pay a spell from my hand or from the cards in front of me?
You can pay a spell from your hand, from a spell attached to a creature, or from a spell card in play. In this case, you do not have any spells in play or attached to creatures, so you have to discard a spell from your hand.
All right. I am going to put this card. I'm going to pay 1 spell card. I reshuffle that into my spell deck. Correct?
Yes.
I'm going to put it in there, And then I'm going to cut the deck.
Yep.
All right. All right. I will now attach. And I can only attach 2 spells, correct? Because there are 2 creatures?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Well, then I'm going to put 1 spell on this creature here. On Flamu.
Okay.
And since Rushing Life Flow has no spells, it is discarded, correct?
At the end of the turn, it will be discarded. The reason why it is at the end of the turn is because some cards will allow you to gain spells without attaching them from your hand. That way, all creatures in play have the same opportunity to gain spells, and it is not completely dependent on what you have in your hand.
All right, thank you for the clarification. I'm then going to attack with Flamu, the Swift River.
Yep.
It has 1 spell, so it would deal 1 damage unless Forge Fire Games can block it.
I cannot block it. I am now at 14 life points.
All right. Forge Fire Games, it is your turn.
All right, I'm drawing 3 cards from my normal deck. Okay, I drew 1 creature, so I'm drawing 1 creature card. Let's see. I will summon.
Oh, this creature is discarded because he has no spell cards, correct?
That is correct. No, sorry, thanks for the catch. All right, I'm going to summon Flame-Cloaked Finisararis. And I am going to summon Flamu the Swift River. I will use Flamu's ability to discard a card from hand. And that would be a spell card. I will then cut my spell deck for you. Then I will attach a spell card to my Flame-Cloaked Finisararis. I will use Island of Magic. Each single type creature in play gains a spell. So that means cards like Finisararis, because it is a fire and magic type. I don't know if the camera can see that, but the type is up here in the corner. It is both a fire and magic type, so it will not gain a spell. But Flamu, because it is a water type, and only a water type, it will gain a spell. And that counts for Forge Fire playtesters cards as well. So his Flamu will also gain a spell.
I gain a spell from my spell deck, correct?
Yes.
All right. And I forgot, these are supposed to be face up.
Yes. Okay. I will then pass my turn to Forge Fire playtester.
All right. I will draw 3 cards. I drew 1 creature, so I will draw 1 spell.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I am going to put a Shimmering Waterfall into play with 1 spell on it.
Awesome.
Ooh. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not putting anything into play. I am, however, going to attack Forge Fire Games with Flamu the Swift River.
I will block it with Flame-Cloaked Finisararis. I get to put a spell card from Finisararis into play, and Finisararis is discarded because he has no spells attached to it.
Okay, I'm also going to put one of my spell cards into play.
Okay.
All right. So now we read what our spell cards say.
Yep. Go ahead and go first because yours has the opportunity to activate first.
All right. This card activates when a water type creature is put into play. 1 water type creature in play gains 1 spell.
Okay. And mine says this card activates when another spell card is put into play. Put 1 spell card attached to any creature into play, yours or your opponent's.
I am going to play. Oh, so can I play a Forge?
You can play a Forge at any time during your turn. Yes.
And during my turn. Okay, but it's not my turn right now. It is my turn right now. So yes, I can play a Forge. All right. I'm going to play the Forge River of Spell Destruction. Pay 1 spell, destroy 1 spell card in play.
Okay. Where are you going to pay from?
I'm going to pay from my hand a spell. But this spell says this card activates when it is discarded from your hand. Draw 1 card.
I love that card. When you can pull off that combo, it is amazing.
Yeah, so I pull out the combo. And I would draw 1 card from my normal deck, correct?
Yes. You can draw a spell from your spell deck if you want to.
I'm going to draw from my spell deck.
Okay, awesome.
I'm going from my spell deck. And
the reason hold on. The reason that you can draw a spell from either deck is because it does not specify the deck that you draw from.
All right. I am going to destroy Forge Fire Games spell that is in play.
All right. Puts on top of deck, cutting deck to shuffle it in.
All right.
Is there anything else?
And since I have attack, I cannot put any more creatures into play, correct?
Correct.
All right. So you place creatures, then attach spells, then attack, correct?
Yes.
All right. I shall then end my turn.
Okay, so I'm drawing 3 from normal deck. Ooh, I do 3 creatures, so I will draw 3 spell cards. All right, now how do I want to play this? I will play Flame-Cloaked Finisararis, and I will play Rushing Life Flow. Oh, and I believe that one of your cards that activates when a water-type creature is put into play now activates.
Yeah. When a water creature is put into play, one water-type creature in play gains 1 spell. And I decide which creature, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put a spell onto my Flamu the Swift River card. And I draw a spell deck, correct?
Yes.
All right.
So, as a note, you can always assume that the card is from the spell deck when it does not say from your hand or from your field.
Okay.
So, I am going to attach a spell to Flame-Cloaked Finisararis. I'm going to attach a spell to Flamu the Swift River. And I am going to attach a spell to Rushing Life Flow. Let me check my graveyard. Okay, that's what we got. What do you have? You have a 2 spell creature?
I do.
Okay. I will attack. Let's see. No, I won't attack. Go ahead.
All right. I draw 3 cards. I drew 3 creatures, so I'll draw 3 spells.
Awesome.
All right. All right, so I'm going to put down 2 creatures. I'm going to put down a Shimmering Waterfall.
Okay.
And Canarom the Land's Defense.
Cool.
Yes. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to attach, so I can attach 3 spells because I have 3 creatures out, correct?
Yes.
All right. So 1 spell here. 1 spell here. And 1 spell here. All right. I'm going to attack with Canarom the Land's Defense.
How many spells does it have?
1 spell.
I will. Yeah, I'll let that go through. So that hits me. I'm down to 13 now.
All right. I'm going to attack with my Shimmering Waterfall with 1 spell attached.
Allow me to block with Flamu.
All right. So we each put a spell in play.
All right, go ahead and read your spell.
This card activates at the beginning of your opponent's next turn. Draw 1 card from each of your decks.
Awesome.
Here it is for the screen.
Okay. And mine says this card activates when a fire-type creature is put into play. Pay 2 spells. Each player must discard their entire hand, including any unplayed spell or creature cards, and draw 1 card.
Yikes.
Yeah. And just a note, Shimmering Waterfall is destroyed.
Yes, because it has no spells on it.
Yep.
All right. I am also going to, actually, you know what? I'm going to play a Forge, another river spell of destruction, pay 1 spell, destroy 1 spell card in play. I'm going to play another one of those. I'm going to, again, pay this spell. This card activates when it is discarded from your hand, pay 1 card. So I'm doing that again. So as I draw 1 card.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that, cut the deck, and I'm going to draw. Draw another spell card.
Okay.
And I get to destroy 1 spell in play. I'm going to destroy that spell that Forge Art Games has that activates when a fire type creature is played. So I'm destroying that spell.
Cool. Shuffles back into spell deck.
Shuffles back into spell deck. All right, I'm going to now attack with Flamu, the Swift River, with 3 spell cards attached.
I will block with Flamu, the Swift River.
All right.
Flamu is destroyed. I put a spell into play. By the way, you do get to choose what spell you put into play.
All right. I'm choosing this spell. This card activates at the beginning of your next turn. Draw 1 card from either your spell deck or your deck.
Awesome. Yep.
All right. What was the spell that you used?
This card activates after you attack on your next turn. Just as a clarification, this means I do have to attack on my next turn if I want this card to activate.
Oh, okay.
So, this card activates after you attack on your next turn. Destroy 1 creature in play and all cards attached to it.
Okay. I don't like that. So I'm going to play a Forge, River of Spell Destruction. You know what it does. Pay a spell. I'm going to pay...
I'm destroying that card, right?
Yeah, I'm destroying the spell you just had.
Okay.
I'm going to pay a spell from Flamu.
Okay, awesome.
I put it on the top, and I cut the deck.
Yep.
All right. Now, since I still have Flamu alive, I can attack twice, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to attack again with Canara. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to attack. I take that back. I'm going to cease attacking.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Awesome. Drawing 3 cards. Ooh, this is nice.
This card activates at the beginning of your opponent's next turn. Draw a card from each of your decks. So I'm going to resolve that now.
So, do not shuffle it into your spell deck yet. Shuffle it into your spell deck after it resolves, because every card is only discarded after it finishes resolving. If you already did it, that's fine, but as a future note.
As a future note, I will do that.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Okay. I will play Firebane River Rock. And I will play Colingus the Fire's Bane. Ability, Conjunctive Rivers. When this card is put into play, if you have Firebane River Rock on your field, add 2 spells to each uncommon water-type creature in play if there are any fire-type creatures in play. If this creature has more than 1 spell on it, destroy it and all cards attached. Okay?
Okay.
So if you have any uncommon water types, they gain 2 spells because I do have a fire type and I do have fire. Oops, that's not Firebane. That's Firebane.
I have no.
2 on Life Flow, 2 on River Rock. As a note to all our viewers, this card is a great combo card when combined with things like Hills of Doom or Waterforge the Unknown Creature. Hopefully you will get to see Waterforge in this game. It is a exclusive promo, only releasing 25 of them. The event that will get you a Waterforge has not been decided, to be announced later. But you will see Waterforge in this game, probably. Okay, I'm going to attach a spell card to Flamecloaked Finisararis. You still have a Flamu in play, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I will have Flamecloaked Finisararis attack your life points directly for 2.
I'm going to block with Canarom, the land's defense.
Okay.
Canarom is discarded.
Okay, I am putting a spell card into play. This card activates when a fire-type creature is put into play. Pay 2 spells. Each player must discard their entire hand, including any unplayed spell cards or creature cards, and draw 1 card.
All right.
And your spell card?
This card activates when a magic-type card is put into play. Discard 1 magic-type card in play.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to use your Flamu, the Swift River's ability, because it says each, it applies to both players. I'm going to have Flamecloaked Finisararis attack again.
I'm going to let you attack again.
Okay, so you are now down to 14.
All right.
Score is 14-13 in your favor.
All right.
I will. How many creatures on field?
1.
One. Flamu. Okay. How many spells?
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay, I will have Rushing Life Flow attack your life points.
How many spell cards does Rushing Life Flow have?
3.
3. I'm going to let it slide.
All right. You are now down to 11. Score is 11-13 in my favor. I will have Rushing Life Flow attack again for 3.
I'm going to block. I should have blocked the first time. I'm going to block it.
I will put a spell card on Life Flow into play.
And I'm putting a spell card from Flamu into play. Flamu is discarded.
Awesome. Spell card. This card activates when another spell card is put into play. Put 1 spell on any creature into play, yours or your opponent's.
All right. This card activates at the beginning of your opponent's next turn. Draw 1 card from each of your decks.
Awesome. Okay. So now I will have Firebane River Rock attack you for 2.
Didn't he already attack twice?
No, I attacked with Rushing Life Flow.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm hit.
All right, that goes. You go down to 9. Score 13-9 in my favor. Woo. And I am done with my turn. Colingus is discarded. And go ahead.
All right, I draw 3 cards.
Yep.
They are all creatures. So yep. I draw 3 spells. Nice. Oh, and this card activates at the beginning of your next turn. Draw 1 card from either your spell deck or your deck. This card activates. So I should have done it before I drew everything. But
well,
I didn't.
It doesn't really matter. You can do it after you draw, but as long as it's before you summon any creatures, it's fine.
All right. So I'm going to draw from my deck.
Okay. Now, note that card that you draw does not count as a spell card drawn if it is a creature.
Right.
Okay. Just making sure.
What are the types of the creatures you have?
I have a water type Firebane River Rock. I have a water and a magic type Rushing Life Flow, and I have a fire and a magic type Flame Cloaked Finisararis.
Was the magic type put in before or after this card was put into play?
It was put in after. Wait, no,
After.
before. Sorry. I had them both in play. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, because this card destroys a magic type card in play. I can't see your cards, so just on our system there.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, no problem. All right, I'm going to put down
Combos with Flame, you pretty.
Five creatures.
Okay. Wow.
5 creatures. I'm going to attach a couple of spells onto them. All right, so I'm going to attaching spells.
Yep. None of those cards were fire types, correct?
None of them were fire types. I'm attaching them to this right now.
None of them were magic types.
Yet.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a magic type. Oh, I can start one magic type card in play. So actually that works out well for me. So I put a magic type spell in play. I'm going to destroy your magic type card. What was it? Firebane River Rock, or was that was your water type? What was your magic type?
Magic type, I have either Flame Cloaked Finisararis or Rushing Life Flow.
Which one has more spells?
Life Flow.
I destroy that one.
Okay. Cool.
All right. And I'm also going to put spell card, another magic type spell card on here. So I have 5 creatures, all with 1 spell.
Wait. Hold up. 1 second. Spell cards attached to creatures are not in play, so you would have to put in the spell card into play before the spell card activates. It's fine. I'll let it slide this time, but for further notice.
Oh, what did the spell say? Oh yeah, well, 1 magic card is put into play. Yeah. Oh, all right. Thank you. I missed that. So next time we'll watch out for that one. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I'm also going to play a Forge. Each single type creature in play gains 1 spell. All right. I have 3 single type and 2 double type, so each of mine gains 1 spell.
All right, I have a single type Firebane River Rock.
All right. I'm getting myself quite an army here, which is nice. My Atlanta, the Joined Rivers.
Yes.
Is going to attack your life points directly.
Okay. I'm going to block that with Firebane River Rock for the spell card into play.
All right. All right. This card activates when another spell on your field is put into play. Destroy 1 creature in play. Here it is for the viewers.
Cool. Mine says this card activates when an uncommon creature is put into play. Each uncommon creature in play gains a spell. And I actually also have this activated, which says this card activates when another spell card is put into play. Put 1 spell card on any creature into play, yours or your opponent's. So Atlanta is destroyed, right?
Atlanta has 1 spell left.
Oh, okay. What are the spell cards on one of your 1 energy creatures?
On Atlanta, there is this card activates at the beginning of your next turn. Discard 1 card from your hand.
Oh yeah, put that into play.
All right.
All right, putting that on top of deck. Cutting deck. Okay, and also Atlanta is now destroyed.
Atlanta is now destroyed.
All right, it's still your turn.
Okay.
Continue.
I am going to attack with my shimmering waterfall. I'm going to attack you. It has 2 spells.
That's 2. I will put 1 from Firebane River Rock into play.
Okay. Actually, wait. Before that, I realized something. You use your spell and put one of my cards into play. This card activates when another spell on your field is put into play. So this card activates.
Yep.
All right. I destroy 1 creature in play. So what creatures do you have in play?
Firebane River Rock, 2 spells, and Flamecloaked Finisararis with 1.
Okay. Do either of them have any abilities?
No.
Okay. I destroy the 2 spell creature.
All right. Firebane River Rock goes to graveyard, shuffling spells into spell deck.
All right. Okay. I attack with Shimmering Waterfall.
Let me block with Flamecloaked Finisararis.
All right. This card activates when it is. All right, so I'm taking a card. This card activates when it is put into play. You draw 1 spell card and 1 card from your deck. Your opponent draws 1 card from his/her deck.
Okay.
So I draw a card from each deck.
And mine says this card activates when a rare creature with a ability is put into play. The ability of each rare creature in play cannot activate for the rest of the turn.
All right.
Okay.
I am also going to attack with my Firebane River Rock as two spells.
Okay, so I'm down to 11. Score 11-9 in my favor.
I'm going to attack with a Canneron, the land's defense, with 1 spell.
1 spell?
Yeah.
1 spell, right?
Yep.
Okay, score 10-9 in my favor.
All right, I'm going to attack with my second Canneron.
For 1?
Yes, for 1.
Okay, I am at 9. Score 9-9.
Okay. All right. It is your turn.
Awesome. So I'm drawing 3 cards. Cool. I got 2 creatures, so I am drawing 2 spell cards. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to summon Atlanta the Joined Rivers. Man, I don't like that card. I'm going to summon another Atlanta the Joined Rivers. Oh, and this activates, by the way, so every uncommon gains a spell.
All right, I have 1 uncommon, so it gains a spell.
Awesome. Let's see. I'll put Colingus into play. Nothing happens. The ability cannot activate, but this is also activating. One thing I like to do when a spell card is like continuous, I put it up and down. Whereas if a spell card is not activated yet, I put it sideways.
All right. So also, I forgot. There are a couple cards that activates on my opponent's next turn. This card activates. I draw 1 card from each of my decks.
So hold on. One thing. If there is a ruling about that. If you forget to activate a spell card, I need to add all these to the rulings page. If you forget to activate a spell card and remember later, oh, I should have activated that spell card. The spell card is discarded without any effect.
Okay. Well,
just let it slide this time. Go ahead and do it.
Because you've already done things. I didn't recognize you already did things. So no, yes, that's my bad. That slides. But as does another spell card. Yeah.
So just as another note, the player who owns the spell card is responsible for making sure it activates on time.
Yes. Yes. So I missed these 2, and so I missed them. So I'll put them in here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to put a spell card on Atlanta. I'm going to put another spell card on Atlanta. You want to do that? I mean, it doesn't really make a difference to me. How many rare creatures do you have in play?
None.
None? Okay, then yeah, go ahead. Colingus is discarded.
All right. I'm sorry. I missed the last bit. So a spell card activated.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I missed it. I was doing something else. Okay. So are you going to attack?
No, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to draw 3 cards. I drew 1 creature.
Yep.
All right. And I get to draw 1 spell to go with it.
Yeah. By the way, the thing that prevents abilities has gone off now. It goes back into my spell deck.
Okay. Well, that is convenient because Flamu is coming back. I had 2 of them, so I'm putting another Flamu, the Swift River, down. Again, its ability, pay 1 spell when put into place. I'm going to pay a spell from over here.
All right.
And now each water or magic type creature may attack twice per turn while this card is in play.
Awesome.
And since I have now 5 creatures out, I can attack up to 5 spells. So attaching 2 spells onto this creature.
Yep.
All right. I am also playing a Forge.
All right.
Put 1 rare creature from your discard pile in play and attach 1 spell from your spell deck to it. Then each rare creature in play casts 1 spell. So I'm going to play that. I'm going to pull out my other Flamu, which is also rare.
Yep.
Pull that out and attach a spell card to it.
So, just a real quick reminder. You do have to pay a spell for Flamu's ability since it says whenever it is put into play.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, I will do that then.
Yep.
All right.
It's both an advantage and a disadvantage. You can use it because abilities are only conditional on put into play, not conditional on put into play, put into play from hand, or put into play from deck. It's just when it's put into play, which can be very helpful if you're using Forge cards that draw from your discard pile or deck.
Yes. All right. So I am going. All right. So now each rare creature in play casts 1 spell.
Yep.
So
cast is just puts a spell card into play.
Yes. So this creature will cast a spell. This card activates at the beginning of your next turn. Draw 1 card from either your spell deck or your deck.
Awesome.
And my other Flamu also casts a spell. This card activates when a magic type card is put into play. Discard 1 magic type card in play.
All right.
All right. And so I discard my Flamu with no spells at the end of my turn, correct?
Yep.
All right.
No, both Flamus are discarded because after a creature has any spell cards attached to it, it is destroyed no matter what if it loses all its spells.
Well, my other Flamu had 2 spells attached, so it's still fine.
Yes. But the Flamu that was pulled out from...
That one is destroyed.
Yes.
All right. So, now I get to attack. First, my Fireman River Rock is going to attack with 1 spell.
I will block it with this Atlanta, the Joined Rivers.
All right. This card activates when it is put into play. You draw 1 spell card and 1 card from your deck. Your opponent draws 1 card from his or her deck.
All right, awesome. I'm drawing a card. Not bad. All right, and this card activates when another spell card is put into play. Put 1 spell card on any creature into play, yours or your opponent's.
All right. All right, what are you going to do?
It's your turn.
That one activates when another one is put into play.
Yeah.
I'm going to play River of Spell Destruction. again, I pay a spell and destroy a spell. I'm going to pay a spell attached to Shimmering Waterfall.
Okay.
Which destroys Shimmering Waterfall, but I discard your spell, which forces me to play a spell.
You're discarding this one?
Yes, the one that forces a player to play a spell.
Okay, so that's that one. Yeah.
All right. Okay, now my Kinaram is attacking you.
How many spells?
One spell.
One spell. Yeah, I'll block it with Atlanta. Put a spell card into play.
All right. This card activates when another spell card is in your field is put into play. Destroy one creature in play.
All right. Well, I put actually the exact same card into play.
Oh, fun.
So we'll both be able to destroy stuff.
All right. And all right, I'll end my turn. And when earlier on, when I played a forge that allowed my rare creatures to cast a spell, this spell here activated. I forgot to activate it though, so I discard it.
Yes, it's just shuffled into the deck.
Yes, so my bad for forgetting that.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so I'm drawing 3. I got 2 creatures, so I am drawing 2 spells. All right, let's see. I will summon Auraris, the Unknown Light. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. This spell card activates. This card activates when a fire-type creature is put into play. Pay 2 spells. Each player must discard their entire hand, including any unplayed spell cards or creature cards, and draw 1 card. I do have a couple of responses. So since it is my turn, I will play a Forge card before that happens. Is that good?
Okay.
River of Spell Destruction. Pay 1 spell, destroy 1 spell card in play. I can choose and target the activating spell card, which I will do. Pay from hand to destroy a spell card in play. Oops. There it is. And this goes to grave, or discard pile. I'm used to saying graveyard. Sorry. Okay, now I will use Auraris, the Unknown Light's ability. Once per turn, while this card is in play, you may put 1 common multiple type creature from your discard pile into play with 1 spell on it. I will put Flamecloak Finisararis into play. Ooh, and a spell card wound up in my discard pile. That's not good. With 1 spell. Okay. I will then summon Flamecloak Finisararis, and I will summon Rushing Life Flow. I will attach a spell to Auraris. Then I will use Portal of Firebane Summons. Pay 1 spell. Put 1 Firebane River Rock from your discard pile into play with 1 spell on it. I am going to pay a spell from the Finisararis that I just made put into play. Destroys Finisararis. I get a Firebane River Rock, attaching spell to it. All right?
All right.
Okay. Then...
Were any of those that you put into play magic type creatures?
I think they were.
Okay. Well, 1 magic type creature is discarded.
So that would have had to resolve when I used Auraris' ability.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, that is discarded without effect.
All right.
It's just because it gets really confusing when you have a whole bunch of spell cards that should have activated, like, turns before. That's the only reason that rule is in play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so then I'm going to play Waterfall of Spells. Put 1 rare creature from your discard pile into play and attach 1 spell from your spell deck to it. Then each rare creature in play casts a spell. So I am going to... That good? No.
All right.
Yep, okay. Put in Colingus. And now, because of that ruling earlier about Colingus and stuff that says when it is put into play, the ability does activate. When this card is put into play, if you have Firebane River Rock on your field, add 2 spells to each uncommon water-type creature in play if there are any fire-type creatures in play. If this creature has more than 1 spell on it, destroy it and all cards attached. So, I do have fire-type creatures, and I do have Firebane River Rock. So if you have any uncommon water types, go ahead and add 2 spells to them.
I do not.
Okay. Well, I get 6 spells real quick. Okay. Now I get to attach a spell to Kalingus because of Waterfall's effect. And then each rare creature in play casts a spell. Okay, there we go.
All right, and that includes my rare creature. So Flame You is now discarded,
okay.
And this spell is put into play. So you activate your spells first. You read your spells first.
So this one is, this card activates when a magic type card is put into play. Discard 1 magic type card in play. And this one is, this card activates when it is put into play. Discard 1 spell attached to any creature in play. But before either of those resolve, I have this going on, which says this card activates when another spell on your field is put into play. Destroy 1 creature in play, all cards attached to return to the owner's hand.
All right.
So, what you have 2 creatures on field?
I have 1 creature on field now.
Okay, go ahead and destroy it and return all cards attached to your hand.
All right.
And then I have to discard a spell on any creature in play. I will go ahead and destroy a spell on Atlanta. Take that, okay. All right, and now your spells have a chance to activate.
Okay, this card activates when it is put into play. Discard 1 fire type spell in play. Are there any fire type spells in play?
I have 1 water type spell. So
but no fire type.
No fire types.
All right, that is discarded. However, this card activates when another spell on your field is put into play. Discard 1 creature in play. What creatures are in play for you?
0 spell Flamecloaked Finiceraris, 2 spell Atlanta the Joined Rivers, 2 spell Rushing Life Flow, and 3 spell Firebane River Rock.
Okay. Do any of the spelled creatures have any abilities?
No.
All right. I'm going to destroy your 3 spelled. What was it?
Firebane River Rock.
All right. I'm destroying that one.
Okay. I'm going to respond by playing Hills of Doom, which is a forge card. Discard 1 uncommon creature on your field and return all cards attached to your hand. Then, put 2 uncommon creatures from your discard pile into play and attach 2 spells from your hand to each of them.
Nice.
So I'm going to destroy Firebane River Rock and return all cards attached to my hand. Okay. Then I'm going to put 2 uncommons. I'm going to put in the Firebane River Rock that I just discarded. And I'm going to put in Atlanta, the Joined Rivers. I will attach 2 spells to Atlanta. Let's do that one and this one. No, that one and this one. And I will attach 1 spell to Firebane River Rock because I do not have any other cards in hand. All right, so what would you like to destroy?
Okay, can you read back to me your creatures again?
So I have a 0 spell Flamecloaked Finiceraris, 2 spell Atlanta, the Joined Rivers, 2 spell Rushing Life Flow, another 2 spell Atlanta, the Joined Rivers, and a 1 spell Firebane River Rock.
Okay, and none of those have any powers?
None of those have any abilities.
Okay, I'm going to destroy your 2 spell Atlanta.
Which one?
The one on the right. You're right.
My right is this one, correct?
All right. Do that one.
All right. Destroy that one. Cutting the deck. The spell cards. All right. May I proceed with my turn? Or is there anything else that activates?
Nothing else activates.
Okay. I'm going to play another Hills of Doom card. So I get to discard an uncommon creature like I just did. I will discard Rushing Life Flow, putting both spells into my hand. Then I'll pull 2, and I will attach a spell card to each of them. All right?
All right.
I will play another Waterfall of Spells. That good? Nothing activated. Okay, so I'm putting a rare creature from my discard pile into play. It is a Colingus. When this card is put into play, fire-type creatures, Firebane, River Rock, all uncommon water creatures gain 2 spells. So that's 2 there, that's 2 here, and that's 2 here, and this is 2 here. All right, then I get to put a spell on Colingus. Colingus casts a spell. This card activates when it is put into play. Discard 1 spell attached to any creature in play. I'll destroy 1 on this Atlanta. Cutting spell deck. All right, and then I get to destroy that. Cutting spell deck again. All right, let me check my discard pile real quick. Okay, all good. I will have Atlanta the Joined Rivers attack you for 3.
I cannot block. I'm down to 6 points.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot to activate this spell card. It goes with no effect.
All right.
I will have Rushing Life Flow attack you for 3.
I'm down to 3 points.
Okay. And I will have Firebane River Rock attack you for game.
That is game. I cannot block.
Awesome. Thank you for playing. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to play Magical Forge. Stay tuned for more, and we hope you enjoyed the game. We got a virtual handshake there.
Yeah. Good game.
Good game.